There we go. Hello, what's up, y'all? My name is Dylan. I'm this week's host of the podcast. I'm here with Brian and Sadaya, and we've got some things that we want to touch on. And so we're just going to hop right into it, man. We're not going to waste a bunch of time. But thank you if you're tuning in. I appreciate it. We've got some things on the docket here. 2025, it's a new year, a lot of things going on, and I just want to hop right into it. So really, I mean, we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about the start of this year and start to get into, what's going on with the political climate. Not everyone's best topic, not everyone's, funnest topic, but some real things going on with Trump in office and everything. And so I'm happy to be here with y'all. I'm happy that we can share this space and get to talk about some of these things. And really, the first thing on the docket is MLK Day just passed, boys. Okay. Okay. Now I got some slack. I'm not gonna lie, I got some slack. Sanaya caught me out on the game. Got pissed off at me because I didn't tell him Happy MLK Day. I'll take it.
Yeah, come on, man.
I'll take it, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I own that.
Fucked
I
up.
own that, man.
They should make it. That should be a thing. All white people gotta personally tell every black person they know.
Yo,
MLK.
can I just? Okay, I hear you.
That should
Can
be
I
the
just tell
first
you from like a white
conversation.
person's point of view? Like it feels weird. It feels like I'm just reaching out to you because you're my black friend.
But hold on.
If that's what it is, then that's what it is. I'm happy to do that because I love y'all. But it's
There's
never it's never different for me with y'all. Like y'all are my people. Like I
there's
don't know.
some white friends that you expect it from, bro.
Okay.
The seasoned
So,
ones. You know what I mean?
so
You
I
know what I
got
mean? Yeah, come
hey,
on. You know
I
what I
love that.
mean?
I'll take it on the chin. Now I know. Shit, you got. I mean, I just, But speaking of, did y'all get
There's
into
another
anything?
one.
Ben, yeah, we'll take that.
There's another one. There's another. Say,
Yeah,
yo,
Ben,
like,
Ben.
come on, man.
Yeah,
You gotta step
yeah,
up.
right.
You gotta
Yeah,
step up.
for sure. Yeah, yeah. That's the role. That's the role. I got you. I'll learn.
I did not expect. I as a nigga, I did not expect my white friends to text me happy. And honestly, had I got a text from one of my white friends saying Happy MLK Day, I probably would have texted back like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" So,
See, like, bro, thank you. That's how it feels to me. Like,
I
it
don't know.
feels.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. Like, I
It's
don't
the
know.
holidays, man. Fuck. What
I
you
would
talking
Okay.
rather
about?
don't text me. Go do something. Like go
Right.
And
do
show me
something.
that you was doing something.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like don't go pander to the nearest nigga you know. Like go do something, and go do
Right.
something radical. Bro. Don't
Right.
go to your local fucking go to the local YMCA or some shit and kick it with the
Something.
do something though. Do something though. Do something out of the ordinary. Do something kind of radical.
Yeah, happy I'm okay
Okay,
day,
was
man.
definitely a radical for real, for real.
Right. Okay. Did y'all get into anything? Did y'all you just kick back with family? What the day bring?
As far as celebrating, I definitely talked to family, happy I'm okay day, talked, it's definitely like a day of reflection for me. As far as, just what he did for me and, this country, living in Georgia for a little bit of time, like it does mean a lot to me because they do a good job of, just maintaining the history, keeping his name alive over there, so that kind of rubbed off on me a little bit. Yeah, absolutely. You go over there, they still got his house and the museum and, his name and face is just everywhere, all over Atlanta, so it kind of just rubbed off on me, you know what I'm saying? So it's always like a special time for me. I didn't really do anything specifically as far as like celebrating, but, just talking to family and, other people and just,
Shit, man.
keep his name alive
Yeah.
and reflecting. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's
Yeah.
good. It's good. I'm always trying to, give praise and remembrance. So, it's I'm not gonna say it was another day, but it's definitely just another day just to remember more and just to really just take the extra time to, give my respect for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. DJ?
Definitely that. I need to take my own advice, shit, and go do something.
I heard you and I was
Be
Cause
like,
like
I know
that.
that's right.
Be like that.
You're not lying.
I
You're not
definitely
lying. Me
kicked
too.
it at the crib. Yeah, I mean, smoke. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Hung out with the fam. I did. So I do think it is important I did. Excuse me. I did read a little bit of King. I read.
Yeah, that's great.
I read letters from a Birmingham jail. Uh, for just kind of did a little, just skimmed it a little bit, just read a little bit of it, just to kind of hear some of his words. You know what I mean? I also, as a MLK Day tradition, watched the Boondocks episode. You know what I mean? Just to get my mind right. Uh, I started doing that in undergrad, and it just feel right. Um, but yeah,
That's fair.
definitely, definitely, just like you kind of like this on the same type of time as a diet for real. Just kind of poured back into my family. You know what I'm saying? It's a day of rest for real, bro. And motherfuckers be making it seem like you always gotta have something going on. Sometimes
Right.
taking a sit back and just reconnecting with the people you love, or just you know what I'm saying, or just taking a moment to reconnect with yourself. You feel me? That's an act of radicals. That's an act of
Yeah.
radical service in itself. So that was
No,
what
you're
I
not even
did.
lying.
I I, I,
Right.
I pulled one of them. You feel me?
Right. No, you're not even lying. I was going to comment on that, and Sanaya was kind of the same way. But I think one thing that's really cool about both of y'all is you're both really good at showing gratitude for the day itself, regardless of if it's MLK Day or anything. We're always telling each other we love each other, and appreciating the time that we have and stuff. And so, um,
Fuck yeah.
you're right,
Yeah,
man. And
for sure.
sometimes it's good to just be able to kick back, not be able to not have to think about anything, and be able to play the game with your friends or something. So
Yeah,
yeah,
for
man.
sure.
But we weren't the only people celebrating, boys. There was a ton of people, right? A ton of people
Oh yeah,
celebrating.
for
One
sure.
of those people, someone I'm very fond of, as you guys know, Sexy Red. Sexy Red. Sexy Red was also
I was,
celebrating
I
MLK
was
Day.
wondering where you were gonna go with that.
Sexy Red was also celebrating MLK Day. A little bit different than we were, not as chill, not as a little bit more
I don't know what
viral
happened.
than I
I
would
don't know
say
what
we
happened, by
would
the way.
than we did. But yeah, Brian. I mean, you wanna take
Yeah,
the
Yeah,
wheel here?
I don't know what
Tell
happened. I
tell
don't
us
know what
what
happened.
happened.
I got you. I
I don't know
got
what
you.
happened.
Okay.
So
So now I'm sending you photos.
it seems like
Oh, what
it's been like I
photos?
don't know. I feel like maybe since like we were in college, probably before that. You know what I'm saying too. But definitely like since we were in like college, it seems like you know what I'm saying. MLK Day has become because it's a national holiday and most people get the day off. It's kind of become a meme of sorts. You know what I'm saying, and because it's a little bit more common knowledge that um Dr. King wasn't a saint. You know what I mean? He was a he did have
I'm so
have
scared about where the connection is about the land. I'm
I got you, bro.
terrified.
That's just
I'm
be
terrified.
patient. Just be
I'm
patient. But you
terrified.
know what I'm saying? He did have affairs outside of his marriage. And it seems that people have taken that narrative and ran with it that he was just a regular, like he was really just he was for the streets. So in that spirit, it seems like Dr. King's face has graced the cover of day party covers. People, cues and different fraternities give him a do rag to correspond with, you know what I'm saying? If it's a Q party, they may throw a purple one. He was an alpha, so they may throw a gold or a black do rag on him. But yeah, in that same vein, someone posted a picture, an AI image of Sexy Red and Dr. King lock eyes on a dance floor. And Sexy Red, as she normally is, she's very interactive with her fans, especially on Twitter, or X, Twitter for real, but you know. Uh, but yeah, she's real interactive, so she retweeted the picture. Um, and Bernice King, not the granddaughter, not the great granddaughter, the
Just a picture that Dylan you just sent me.
actual
Yeah.
daughter of
Yep.
Dr. King, seen the picture and quote tweeted it and asked for Sexy Red to take it down. I actually wanna do you have the tweet, Dylan?
I
I'm
do.
looking
I
at it
do
right
have the
now.
tweet. I
Yeah,
do have the
can you
tweet.
I don't wanna misquote Miss
Oh, okay.
Bernice.
Got you. Yeah, yeah. I'll read it for you. So, Sadai, you see the first photo of Sexy Red and MLK Jr.?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Okay,
This
so
is
Bernice King responded to that. She said, "This is intentionally distasteful, dishonoring, deplorable, and disrespectful to my family and my father, who is not here to respond for himself because he was assassinated for working for your civil rights and an end to war and poverty." I don't see the rest of it here, but
yeah, that's real shit. Yeah, Nick.
that's it. Please delete. She put
Yeah,
after that.
yeah. I
And did
love
do
that.
we
I
also
absolutely
have
love that.
Sexy
Have
I
Red?
Sexy Red's
absolutely love that.
response. Yeah. So
Can we
Sexy
read
Red then
Sexy Red?
responds after that, and she says, "You ain't wrong. Never meant to disrespect your family. My apologies. Just reposted something I saw that I thought was innocent." With the prayer hands emoji.
So the reason I thought this was interesting was because uh I felt like I'm someone that is not the biggest Sexy Red fan. You know what I mean? Like I think I
I don't
think
think
there's
any
a
of us are.
certain level of authenticity to her that good. You feel what I'm saying? I think the music to a certain degree definitely has this in certain settings definitely slap. She definitely can make a decent little you feel me? She can make a banger or two. But I also feel like she is often used. I feel like she's often used to fulfill a lot of like the worst type of stereotypes of us. I feel like the people that manage her are very cognizant of how white people consume her and are very strategic in the type of things that they place her in, and the fact that she's managed by just like two like seemingly like the worst type of like they just don't seem they don't look like the white type of white people that are allies. I ain't gonna fake that. They look like the type of white people that take advantage of people. So like, and they could very well not be. Who knows? I don't know them brothers. But outside looking in, y'all look like y'all pimping this
Right.
girl. I'm not a
Right.
fan of it. And I'm not a fan of the image that she purpose that I'm not a fan of like I'm just not a huge fan of Sexy Red. But I love that she took this moment to not double down on to not double down to just admit that it
She
wasn't
was
funny.
wrong.
You feel me? Just admit that it wasn't funny. Keep it moving. I feel like we live in this. I feel like we in an era of the double down. Like
Yeah, like that's what I really want to highlight through all of this.
you
Really
feel me?
is,
Like I
yeah. I'm happy that somebody it's like, yo, this hurts me and my family. Get rid of this. And it's like, you know what, my fault. I apologize. Like, I mean, that's what I'm really taking away from it. Sexy Red. It's a lot with her, right? You know what I mean? That's a whole other bag of worms. You know what I'm saying? That a lot of us, you know, kind of feel we don't really, it's a lot. It's a lot with Sexy Red. But I'm proud that everything got walked back, really. And yeah, that's not how we should be celebrating Martin Luther King at all. At all. Yeah, yeah. That's I thought it'd be worse,
Yeah.
really. I'm not too. Yeah, I'm happy.
you
I'm
feel
happy.
me?
Folks got it together. Yeah, we got it together.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, bro.
Putting it back together, like that's important. That's very
And that's
One
important.
other
and
thing.
that's what I hope that this is an example of people like of young like the YNs of the world. Like we can y'all can be redeemable, G. Like y'all,
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
it's
You can be
okay.
mature and handle things like adults, like and just
You hear
understand
me?
Right.
that you made a mistake. Put your pride aside.
But yeah,
That's
Right.
Dylan Marco,
important to
I
see.
would love to hear your take, your thoughts on this.
No, no. I mean, I don't have much more to echo besides that. I think all of that is correct, and I agree with all of you. Like all of what you guys said. I think the one thing I do admire is that Sexy Red in the past had also been known for her stance on Trump, and she had previously been a supporter up until this coming election, where she kind of came out and kind of made her voice known that if you start playing with my, I think it was something like don't play with our with my coochie's rights or something like that.
Oh,
And so she voted
oh
against. But
man.
again, just kind of echoing the vein of change, right? So I agree with you. I think that it's something that was big in a world today where it's very much clout chasing, and you kind of have to be, especially on Sexy Red's in Sexy Red's audience, right? It's not like she's
Yeah,
having people
exactly. She could
that
have
are
easily
listening
made this
to.
a whole fucking thing. Like, and I'm sure, like, I mean, BJ, what you was talking about, you think they got these, manipulative label people, you know what I'm saying? It's all in her ear, like, yo, tap into that. Like, go
And
ahead,
best
hey,
believe
crash
it was
back at
people
her.
on the internet that were not that were on the opposite end of this. Like I know we all like uh DC Young Fly and Chico Bean and Carlos, but Carlos doubled down on it. He retweeted an AI picture of Dr. King, despite you know what I'm saying, uh Miss Bernice,
Right.
Miss Bernice King asking for it to be taken
Yeah,
down.
I don't even know who Carlos is, so fuck that nigga,
You know who
honestly.
Carlos Miller is, bro? The comedian?
I don't either.
No, no. And I don't want to if you be doing shit like that. Like, that's corny to me.
Nah, I
I
feel
don't.
you. It was corny. It was definitely
Yeah,
corny.
that's super
But
corny.
Carlos,
I don't. I
he
don't want
good.
to know
He
that
good.
nigga.
He good people. It was. I just feel like people just be. I feel like this is people be contrarians just for the sake of, like you said, clout chasing. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah, and
being.
it's tough in those positions, man. Like, yo, that fame is a bitch, bro. That's just a monster. It's addictive. You know what I'm saying? It's another
Yeah.
drug. You know what I mean? So
Right.
anything to just stay in that light, which it sounds like I already forgot his name, Carlos or something. Sound like what Mr. Carlos is doing. Like,
Yeah.
shit's just corny, man. You know what I mean? But it's something that we hear all the time. Like, people do anything to stay in there, no matter what. So
Yeah. No, you're not lying. I mean, it's just the age that we're in, and it just it makes Sexy Red stand out more for that point. She could easily have been able to double down on that shit, and would have probably, like, let's be honest, probably would have gotten a lot more clicks, a lot more views, maybe more money in her pocket, but at the at the at the expense of what? And so,
yeah, what's it cost?
speaking of, we were talking about Trump kind of, and how, Sexy Red was a supporter previously, and kind of switched sides. Um, did y'all hear about the performers at this inauguration?
Yes,
How could
yes,
you not, man?
yes.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Sanai, you put me on. You told me I won't lie to you
Well,
guys. I've been doing everything I can just to stay away from my phone for these past couple days, because I know I'm just gonna find nothing but no peace. Right? It's just gonna fucking tear me up.
on
So
MLK
I
Day,
didn't see it. You
on
told me
Martin Luther
this,
King
and
Day.
it broke my
Well, so
fucking
hold on. So
heart.
so so the one name that everyone's talking about is Snoop, right? But I want to be clear. Like, I believe so. So the names that are going around: Snoop, Nelly, and Ross, Rick Ross,
Soldier Boy too.
and Soldier Boy. Yeah, yeah, Soldier Boy. Now,
Perfect.
Soldier Boy. So hold on. So let's break it down real quick. So Soldier Boy, I think he performed for Trump a while ago. Like, he was, again, one of the first or whatever type shit. But he's always made a sense with Trump, so that makes sense. Nelly's always supported Trump from, like, I guess, a presidential standpoint, right? Rick Ross is always about that bag. Rick Ross, he's from fucking Miami, bro. We know how that goes, bro.
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
Snoop wasn't on the inauguration day. We got to be clear on that. He wasn't on the inauguration day. He was on some crypto event. I think it was like a couple of days before or something like that, the day before.
The day before.
So we want to be clear about that. But it was in that,
For Trump though.
yeah, it was in that world, right?
It
And
was
that's really who everyone is like. I don't want to say singling out, but that's the one where it's like, yo, what the fuck, bro? Because not even 4 years ago, right? He was like, yo, Trump, what the fuck? You wild and this and that. If you vote for Trump, you ain't shit. Blah 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 blah. Which, it's Snoop, right? It has, and that, I guess that's the basis of the conversation. Where someone like Snoop, like, even now he's, people don't know. People are saying you kind of looking like a sellout with everything. And it's tough, right? Because with everything that happened over the last 4 years, people have switched over. People have kind of
yeah,
went to a different side
yeah.
because the last 4 years wasn't the best.
At
And
all.
I think it's a tough pill. It's a tough pill for a lot of people to swallow, as far as, like, making business decisions now. Now that everything is set in stone, it's in the water, he's the president. Now it's about just kind of getting this money. And if I can do it at a crypto event, not necessarily a Trump event, why not do it? It's I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't know. I'm a little torn. I'm a little torn.
Oh, what?
Yo, because I mean, like I'm not rocking with Trump. Like that's not my bag, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Would I do business with Trump? It depends.
Boo! Tomatoes, tomatoes, tomatoes.
It's tough,
Tomatoes.
man.
I
I mean,
echo
bro,
Brian.
if you Snoop Dogg, I'm just trying to, bro. If I'm Snoop Dogg and I can perform 5 songs and get 3 mil, 4 mil,
Not all money is good money though.
Well,
Like if
it's also 3 mil for you is different than 3 mil for Snoop Dogg, who could get it from anywhere, right? Snoop Dogg could go perform somewhere else and probably easily be able to grace that
he's
market.
very
But
accessible. Snoop is
I
very
I know we're
accessible.
talking about made up money right now. We don't know what it was, but it's also just how do you support somebody fiscally, even, which is it. My dad always told me, if you want to tell somebody that you care, if you want to teach somebody that you care, you pay them, you give them money,
Yeah,
right?
straight up,
And so
straight
if
up.
you are going to, that's the number one way that you can show somebody that you care. You're going to accept that from somebody that you don't, it's clear that he probably supports Trump, which is
That hurts.
that hurts.
It's
That's a
painful.
big blow, right? That's one of the pillars. At least in my view, it was. It was one
In
of
hip hop,
like one of the only OGs from that era that's left that isn't fucking going to jail, isn't dead. It's sad.
he's
It
an
sucks.
icon. He's an
Yeah,
icon.
yeah. You don't have many LL Cool J's, fucking many Snoop Dogs left. Like that's something that's rare, and I think it is a huge blow.
Special.
Yeah, and I agree with the tomatoes because you can't support that, you know. And anyway,
nah, for sure. I think I am uh in regards to Snoop, because Nelly says yeah. I guess for all four of them, right? I think for Soldier Boy, I'm a little bit more sympathetic because he has come out and just said that he was doing it for the bread. And while I hate how easily we can be bought, I hate how easily people are willing to put their morals for sale. I can understand because, like you were saying, the 3 mil may be different. I disagree. I think regardless, I don't care how up I am. 3 million is 3 million. Like I can make something shake with 3 million or whatever they got paid. Yeah, you getting paid. I understand getting paid. I understand needing it. I understand having a service and finding, and if someone is willing to pay for that service, I understand
I
going to
can't
get a
hear.
check. Now I also think not all money is good money. Um, but hey, for somebody like Soldier Boy, I can be a little bit more empathetic towards that. Um, in regard,
Uh, It's also, it's where you guys are at. It's where you guys are at, bro. Like you're in Chicago, right? Well, yep, I would agree. Well, it's also a big deal. Right, right. I mean, yeah, that's a good way to put it. Right, right. He's had a stainless record for a while. Right. Mm, yeah. Right. Yeah. Wow. I did not know that. Er, okay. Just straight. And yeah. Real, real, right. Oh my gosh. Ugh. All of it. Bro, they got tents. I guarantee they got tents right now, within 15 minutes of Sanaya that are just on the street of people just selling Trump merch. Just that's just what they and that's their job, BJ. They quit their job, they go to this spot on the side of the street and they just sell that merch. Like that's everywhere. It's it's disgusting. It's disgusting. But look. No. Finish your point. What were you saying? Right. Right. Speaking of yeah. Happy Martin Luther King Day. Fuck that. Fuck said cooter than buffoon, and that's crazy. Yeah, speaking of Trump, something else that's kind of on the docket, and then we're going to kind of segue off of this political kind of area we've been on shortly after. What kind of this is kind of political, not really. More so talking about TikTok, right? We talk about these artists, and we talk about one of the biggest platforms that's out there today is TikTok. I mean, everybody that's listening to this podcast probably has TikTok on their phone or knows somebody very close to them that spends at least 3, 4 hours a day on it, right? And so, powerful app that I think has been more powerful than probably some of any of the apps that I remember us having. You know, I think more addictive than Instagram and everything like that. I mean, that real scrolling is crazy. And so, you know, with that, with kind of the climate that TikTok's in, potentially being banned, and you know, right now it's kind of on hiatus. Sanaya, I want to start with you. Where do you think that TikTok is going forward? Firstly, and how do you think it's going to impact artists? I saw that. I saw that. Right. 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 Well, you also have to look like how much money people are making from that app. You know, that's another thing that I look at too, as a whole. It's just there's a lot of content creators on there, you know, that are really making a good living off of there. That's going to take a huge impact, and they're going to have to really find a way to transition. But I am curious how it impacts music. I do relay your sentiment, and I do hope that it kind of goes back to a. I mean, man, wouldn't it be great if we found a way to get back to physical copies of music somehow or something? Wouldn't that be beautiful? I mean, I would really, you know, I really would. I wish there was a way to do it where it wasn't wasteful, you know, because it is very wasteful, I think. But I mean, maybe not if you keep all the CDs and whatnot. I don't know, but I would love to see a day where it gets uh, more of an appreciation for the art, where it's not as vapid, as quick, as easily digestible as everything is now. It's always, I mean, so much music today, and so much of our content that we get is pre-digested for us to just make it, super easy for you to get and understand. And you know, I used to think that was cool. Tierra Whack, when she first dropped her first album, it was a 15-minute album, if you remember Sadat. And I was fucking blown away by it. I was like, this is genius. I was like, this is genius. This is going to change. Yeah, I was like, this is going to change music. And I really thought that because all of those songs I really liked, a lot of like almost all of those songs I really liked. And it made me replay them like 3, 4 times. It made me replay them. And if you're an artist where streams are valuable and important in making sure that you have a sustainable career and a future, you have to be thinking about these streams nowadays. That's how you market yourself. That's how you promote yourself. And that's how you're going to get these big deals that let you be a long-term artist. And so it's a dirty game right now with how it's played. And I do hope that this TikTok kind of rearranging does shift the landscape of how we kind of digest. BJ, do you have anything to say about it? I've never downloaded it. Really? Right. Right. Yeah. Right. 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 Right, 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 right. The Russell, the Russell. Oh, wow. Right. Yeah. No, I'll kind of take this and then I'll segue from it. It brings up a good point. It's it's going to create a lane for a lot of artists that aren't the Drakes or the Kendricks of the world, right? That aren't going to have numbers like you're saying that are going to do first week huge numbers like a Mick Jenkins, who the talent's all there, where he may not be getting all the love that he needs, from his first week number, yeah, for at the label directly from his fans who love him. I mean, that's I know LaRussell, the way that he did it, one of the ways that he did it was you could buy his project for any number. You could pay $1. It had to be a minimum of $1, I believe. And you could buy his project directly from him off of his website. And he ended up making like, I think like 20, 30,000 pocketing it that first week or something like that, which and I don't know if that's, I don't know the numbers directly. So, but it was big. It was a big amount. It was more, I remember, than typical artists. Right. Yeah, it was more than typical artists make off of just dropping an album, you know, because he that's not off of streams. He didn't have to wait for the revenue to gate up. It's in his pocket. Damn, that's right. Yeah, and it was just right. It just brings up a really good point with that. But then you look at TikTok as a lane that brought up some of our favorite. What I mean, somebody that I really really love right now that I think is doing really great things. Doechii, she did numbers on TikTok. Got huge on TikTok. And I think, you look at her impact lately, I think it could directly correlate to a lot of the impact that she's been able to gain and garner off of TikTok. Um, right. Yeah. 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 So now have you listened to that project? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I really like it, man. And I'll get you guys's what'd you say, Greg? I will agree with that. I'll agree with that completely. But I was really happy with the music, a lot of it. It was refreshing for me, man. I've just been in the era that we're in right now. Female artists are big, and a lot of the female music that's been coming out, I haven't. It's not shit that I can bump. Maybe it's just not shit that I'm not going to the club shaking my ass, so it doesn't vibe with me. But those, all right, I'm shaking my ass in the club. I'm definitely, you get me in the club, I'm gonna shake my ass a little bit. You know what I mean? No, no, I'm just no, but oh, you said Rhapsody? Oh yes, absolutely. Doja's good. I just don't like Doja as a person. I don't like Doja as a person. Baloo was good. Baloo was good. The last album was good. The last album was good. My lady's a huge Doja fan. She just went and saw Balut, right? Is that it? Is that it? Balut or whatever? Is it a Balut or some shit like that? Oh, that's a big song. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't. But why would I remember the name of the album, bro? I didn't. She's not somebody. Hey, yes. You asked. Nah, Doja's not definitely not my bag. But like Doechii, Rhapsody, I mean, I love them, bro. SZA, fucking fire. Yeah, I don't, yeah. Yo, Glorilla's crazy too. They had rap girls. No, I've got my artists. That's not the problem. But the ones that are the biggest are not the ones that I like the most, which has been something. I like Doechii. I like Rhapsody. I like SZA. Those are my three. I need them in the top at all times. If not, we're not in balance. I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy with that. That's how I feel. But I've really been liking her rise lately, and I think it's kind of it feels like a change of guard almost in TDE. I mean, you look at SZA leaving, or SZA, saying that she wants to leave. And, huh? Leaving. The writing's on the wall. She literally just came out and said that she wants to leave after her next album. She said she wants to leave. It's on Twitter. I I think it's on the next album. Yeah. Or no, I think she literally just left. Hold on. No, I think she's hold on. Yeah, no, she left. Oh, so here's the problem. Here's what it is. Here's what it is. I got the fact. SZA's SZA's not leaving TDE, but she's no longer managed. She's no longer managed by Punch. That's what it was. But it feels like, okay, I'm just saying, their top artist right now doesn't seem to be happy with their management, right? Which isn't great. And you've got what looks to be, it feels like to me, almost a change of the guard. Doechii's taking the flame now, and she's going to be what feels like TDE's top artist going forward. With you've got what? Who we've got J Rock, Absol, Doechii, and that's it, right? Or oh, Lance, Schoolboy, yeah, Schoolboy. I'm sorry, yeah, forgot, yeah, yeah, yeah. See, but you ain't even listened to the whole album yet, so I don't want to. Your opinion's half valid right now. So, I mean, I agree with that. No, you didn't. You didn't. Because no, I know you. What half means is that you didn't listen to half. You probably listened to one or two songs. It's their second album, by the way. I mean, this album's been out for a while now. This album's been out for a while now. That's what I'm saying. So, right, right. Yeah, yeah. She's just refreshing. It's refreshing, you know? She's refreshing in a aggressive way, you know? Yeah. No, that's good. I mean, that's all I really had to say, man. I just wanted to talk about, Doechii, kind of SZA and touch on TDE and where the climate was with them as a whole. You know, that's one of my favorite labels and one of the labels that we've kind of all connected on growing up. And so, you know, the pulse of them is important, I think, to keep talking. Right. Exactly, bro. Yo, it's important to keep them alive with us. And so that's all I wanted to bring up with them, man. It's just you know, I'm a little bit concerned with you know, I think that's just who I am, partially, is just a worrier. But with this also, I'm worried about this SZA relationship with Punch. You know, this is another one of their top artists that's seems like they're moving away from the brand a little bit, and it was concerning to me, and so felt the need to bring it up. But that's all I really had to say. But as far as who's winning the album this year, or for what best album this year, hip hop album, golly, dude, I'd have to think about that. Yeah, I'd have to think about that. G and X. Yeah, G and X is crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You might be lying. You might not be lying. That Ab Soul though, bro. I love that Ab Soul, bro. Hit the link, right, right. I know, dude. I just saw that. I'm we have one more thing on the docket here, but I think we could kind of save it, man. We've been talking, so it's been about an hour. Um, last thing, I mean, no, last thing we could touch on it. Last thing, kind of in the vein of you know the. I asked the question, we didn't answer in the chat, so I just kind of took it. Yeah, no, you good. This has been real. Um, till next time, boys. Many more to come. Big things. Over your things. Bad man. Not over, yeah, not over your things. T.D.E. things. My bad. I'm sorry. The moment got me, bro. The moment got me, bro. I'm sorry, man. All right, boys.